Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Fun Scholar e-learning series. Hope you all are doing well. This is Rikta, and here I am today back with a new topic. Hope you remember that in previous tutorial we have learned about energy, and now today we are going to learn about such a container which can store that energy. Yes, you guessed it right. It's a battery. Batteries are used in many appliances, starting from mobile phones to clocks and watches, toys, and other portable devices. There are basically two types of batteries: primary battery and secondary battery. Primary batteries are single use, that is, we cannot recharge it. The second type is secondary battery. These batteries are rechargeable. A dry cell is the most common type of battery used today. It is a type of a primary battery. It basically converts stored chemical energy into electrical energy. In the most basic terms, a battery cell is made up of three components: an anode, a cathode, and the electrolyte. When a battery is supplying electric power, then its positive terminal is the cathode and its negative terminal is the anode. And the medium separates both the terminals is called the electrolyte. Due to some chemical reaction within the electrolyte, a number of electrons are generated and starts accumulating near the anode. This excess number of electrons in anode want to rearrange themselves, and for that they want to travel from anode to cathode through the electrolyte. But the electrolyte don't allow the flow of electron through it. That is why when we connect a conducting wire from anode to cathode, the excess electrons in anode finds a conducting path to flow and hence constitute the current which will flow opposite to the direction of the flow of electrons, that is, from cathode to anode. This is how the current flows from a battery. Now, as I told earlier, that the excess number of electrons within the battery is generated by a chemical process within the electrolyte. Now there is a point of time when this chemical process stops. This in turn stops generating excess number of electrons, and if there is no electron, then there will be no flow of current. This is the time when even after connecting a battery with a circuit, there will be no flow of current within the circuit. This is the time when we say that the battery is dead. Most of the cases, connecting a single battery into a circuit is not enough. We need to connect more number of batteries into the circuit. We can connect more number of batteries in two ways, either by connecting it in series or we can connect them in parallel. In case of series connection, the negative terminal of the battery will be connected the positive terminal of the successive batteries. In case of series connection, the total EMF of the combination will be the algebraic sum of EMF of individual batteries. That is, if the total EMF of the combination is E, then E will be equals to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus En, where E1, E2, E3, En are EMFs of the first, second, third and nth number of batteries. That is, batteries are generally connected in series when we want more voltage into a circuit. Now, in case of parallel connection, the positive terminals of all the batteries are connected together and the negative terminals of all the batteries are connected together. In parallel connection, the total EMF of the combination will remain unchanged, but the total current of the combination will be the algebraic sum of individual currents of the batteries. That is, if the total current of the combination is I, then I will be equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 and so on, where I1, I2, I3 and I4 are the currents of first, second, third and fourth battery respectively. That is, we connect batteries in parallel when we want to increase the total current of the circuit. We can also connect the batteries in a mixture of series and parallel combination. When the circuit requires more voltage as well as more current than the individual battery, then for increasing the voltage level, we can connect the batteries in series first, and then the series connected batteries can be connected in parallel so that the current of the circuit can be increased. That is all for today. Thanks for watching Fun Scholar e-learning series. Hope you liked the tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to learn about capacitor. Till then, keep learning and stay safe. Thank you.